Jazzie After Dark presents Artist Talk. A live one-on-one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comers with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K.Ward coming at ya. Jazzie After Dark. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax, have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax, have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show, Jazzie After Dark Artist Talk. I'm your host, Jazzie K.Ward. Another great show lined up for you tonight. My special guest, international recording artist, Cleveland P. Jones, is with us in the studio tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to have this up close and personal conversation with him. But first, let me show you what you are in store for tonight, right here on Artist Talk.
No. The autumn leaves are red and gold. I see your lips. Those summer kisses. Somewhere I used to hold. Since you went away, the days have grown long, and soon I'll hear winter song. But I miss you most of all. Oh, my darling.
International recording artist. This brother's a vocal coach. He's an actor. Hey, he's just about everything. But everybody, welcome to the show, Artist Talk. I'm Jazzie K.Ward. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. So I need you to go ahead and start those watch parties. So we're streaming everywhere live tonight, right here on Facebook, of course. We're on YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Facebook, K.Ward Radio. And again, if you have not subscribed to K.Ward Radio, shame on you. All you have to do is go over to the website and submit your email address so you can keep up with all the great things that's happening tonight. And of course, you know, as you can see behind me, voting, it's so important for us to vote. So if you haven't voted, you must get out tomorrow like your life depends on it. Because if you don't vote, you don't have a voice at all. I'm also excited about my virtual audience that's joining us tonight. I know people are streaming with us all over the world, but I have some awesome friends that are also live with us tonight that want to say hello. Let's bring them on. Hey, guys. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Tim. Hey. Thank you both so much for being in the audience with us tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
So just real quick, Vanessa, have you voted already?
No, I haven't.
You haven't.
I will be voting. I'll be up early, ready. This is new to be here. I'm in Georgia now, so
You're in Georgia.
So I'll be voting here in Georgia. So
okay, thank you so much. And my brother Tim in Detroit, Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah. So my brother, have you voted yet?
A month ago.
A month. So you did the early vote. Smart.
Yes.
Yeah. But again, I want to thank you both so much for being my first virtual guest audience live right here on Artist Talk.
hey, we in here.
Right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll talk with you later. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh, wow. But my special guest is next. His name is Cleveland P. Jones. And let's give him a lot of love, a lot of thumbs up, share those videos, and let's welcome him to Artist Talk.
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Cleveland P. Jones. Aren't you sharp wearing that blue tonight?
Oh yeah, listen, blue's my favorite color. So it's royal blue. So yeah, excited.
Royal or a king himself, Cleveland P.
My crown just sits there. It's a little invisible right now, but it is yet. It's yet a crown.
Well, welcome to Artist Talk.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I've been anticipating this conversation.
I am too.
Just to ask you, so how have you been doing, with pandemic and all? So how have you been adjusting?
Well, I've been adjusting. Well, I could say honestly, fairly well. When it first started, of course, had a little bit of fear, like I think many of us did, and still do. But I'm kind of a natural introvert, so I was able to stay inside. It was no big thing for me. So overall, it didn't feel. It was extremely strange when, like, say, the streets were not. You didn't see people walking on the streets. It was a very eerie feeling to me. But I see things are kind of starting to normalize a little bit here and there. People going back to work. I got a chance to hug somebody, so that was great. So all that to say, I'm coping fairly well. I do believe in mind over matter, and I don't believe everything, but I do believe COVID is real. So let's not say that. But scare tactics are real too. So you just got to be real careful with what you allow to sink inside of you. So
yeah,
over, I'm okay.
All right. So I mean, PJ, did you ever think in your lifetime that we will be living through something like this? Where it's like when you see people, it's like, can I hug you? Can I shake your hand? Should I say?
Well, you know what? Honestly, I totally thought all the things that I read about, saw in the news, articles, and other stuff, I totally didn't think that it would happen during my lifetime. But literally everything that I've read about is happening right now. So it's kind of exciting to be in the midst of the realness of what's going on and the things you've read about. But it's still weird at the same time because things are shifting. They're shifting swiftly. And you're just trying to find your spot in your space and staying safe. Again, with all the unrest that's going on in the world globally, not just here in America, I'm just really trying to make sure that I keep myself as sane and as peaceful as possible. So a little bit of meditation helps.
I know. I think all of us are saying, with the election going on.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you, have you voted already?
I voted back in June. I think it was. It was way back when. I went ahead and maybe not that far ago, but I definitely voted early for sure.
And so I don't normally talk about like a lot of politics. So, I mean, so what's your thoughts on this election? And I tell people, you have to vote like your life depends on it. Like you see my shirt, dream like Martin, lead like Marion.
Right.
It's imperative that you have to get out and vote. Whoever you vote, we have to get out and vote.
Right. I totally agree. Well, tomorrow is the day, people. So let's just be clear. Tomorrow is the day. If you have not, please make it your business to go out and do it. Who am I to sway you to who you should vote for? All I will do is say the proof is in the pudding with a lot of things. And if you just toss out all of what you've really seen, which is factual, you've seen things actually happen, you make the best decision that works for you. I myself consider myself not political. I try to get away from that type of stuff. But I knew that this particular time I couldn't just walk away and run away and say, oh, you know what, to heck with all of it. There's an electoral college who makes the decision anyway. And I'll be honest with you, that was the main thing that kind of always stuck in my head. I'm like, okay, they say the vote are the people. And so everybody goes out and vote. But then all of a sudden, there's still this entity called an electoral college who still gets to make the decision for you. And I don't think that's fair. I think that should be thrown out. That's a personal thing. It just makes, I can see why people don't want to vote because they may fear that, my vote doesn't really count. Your vote does count. Just do what you feel is right for you. That's what I will encourage. But who am I to say you should vote for this person, that person? But I will say, please go out and vote tomorrow if you have yet to do it. Make it happen. Make it happen. And vote your heart. Don't just vote your feelings. You're just, because we can be mad at a lot of things, and a lot of presidents have done some not so great things. So vote your heart. That's all I can say.
All right, thanks. PJ has spoken. The doors of church, and can you get that word in my time?
No. I'm just a regular old country boy from South Carolina. That's it.
You're a graduate of two prestigious institutions. Morehouse College in Atlanta, Boston College of Music.
Berkeley College of Music.
Berkeley College of Music, of Music and Theater. And, you're originally from, wow, just amazing. So when I asked you, what about like music? Is that something as a little boy that you always wanted to do, was music?
Well, yeah. I mean, I kind of was, I would say, kind of forced into it in a way. My mom definitely made sure that I sang in church when I did not want to. I was pretty bashful, a very, very shy type of kid. But I was singing around the house while we would clean up. And then when she heard me, she said, "You gonna get up and sing?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And she said, "Oh, yes, you are." And of course, as you see, I'm here doing this interview with you years and years later. So somehow, some way, mom won. So here we are.
Yeah. So did you come from like a musically family, like mom? Yeah. Grandparents?
Mom, my mother, my grandfather, they were mainly this, singing church. That's what I know mainly is church, country Baptist in the backwoods. That's where we were from. Laurel Branch Baptist Church. Shout out to everybody. But yeah, and I'm from a town called North. So it's North South Carolina. So it's not in the northern part of South Carolina, but it is a town called North. So
it kind of sounds like something off The Color Purple.
You know what? I can see that happening. Yeah.
So did you?
We're very rural country folk. Trust me.
You got the country folk. That's nice. Did you grow up like in church like all day? Because I remember.
No, I've heard that story. People say we went to church all throughout the week. I did not. I rarely ever went to Bible study. Let's be honest. I'm not a heathen. I'm just Cleveland. But I did go to Sunday church pretty much all the time. We started with first and third Sundays at church, and then we went to every Sunday at church. But yeah, I'm a church boy. Yeah, that's about it. I love the Lord.
So Cleveland, if I came to your house right now, or even in your car, so what are you currently listening to now?
Oh wow, that's good. Oh gosh, I get a little caught into interesting stuff right now. I'm listening to something because I'm studying it. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm studying some Joni Mitchell right now. Because I'm learning about phrasing, because I like to listen to different people and their phrasing. But what I do listen to a lot of is jazz. I love jazz a lot. So Shirley Horn is one of my favorites. Soon I'll be hopefully releasing something later on down the line of a jazz piece title that she's done. We'll talk about that later on sometime. But mainly it's jazz. I love listening to Winston Marsalis, that New Orleans stuff. But also I do listen to what's current, but I don't really honestly listen to the radio. I find out about a lot of new music through Instagram. That's when I find out most music. Most things I find out through Instagram, because I don't really my radio doesn't come on in the car. I don't really even listen to it. So
Yeah,
I wish I had a whole long story for you, but I don't have one for that one.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
So I can remember, 2013 was your debut album.
No, it was my sophomore.
That was your sophomore album.
Oh, 2013. You said 2013. Yes, you're so correct. I'm sorry. So yes, it was my debut album. Yes, you're correct.
So Ace of Hearts.
Yes, Ace of Hearts.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that project.
Well, that project was definitely based off of a broken heart. Let's just be really honest. It was a thing where I just had, I was involved with someone. Let's just say this: I am not typically the in love, want to be with you type guy. So when I get into relationships, it's a real, I guess it's kind of hard for me to get in it and hard for me to get out of it. So this particular thing. So if I give you my entire self, and things don't work out so well, I'm probably going to write about it. And sometimes I have a tendency, and even in that relationship, sometimes I didn't know how to really voice my opinion because I didn't want to be hurtful. So I'll write a song about it. So I have a lot of songs that have been written to say, you made me mad today. or you're beautiful. Or I miss you. Sometimes I just didn't know how to really say it because I haven't been in a ton of relationships. So it's just one of those things where but this is one of those ones that I opened myself up to and eventually, got my heart broken through it. And I was a part of that too. So I was no way perfect in that either because I was learning. And I wrote about it. And so that's where the whole Ace of Hearts comes right in. And I just wrote all about it, free yard sale, meaning come get your stuff. Y'all, anybody who wants to come get it because it needs to leave my house. And you don't have to pay a cent just to get it out of my house because I need to heal. I need to move on instead of just walking in and seeing the red rug that's still sitting there or the books that were still left there. Those things. So, hey, you want to come get it. So that's what free yard sale. It's a couple of things. Patience, Ace of Hearts.
Is it easier for you to write a song from personal experiences?
Absolutely. It's very, very easy to do. Like recently, my newest single is How to Be Right There. I just wrote that because it was very personal and dear to me. My sister got sick and it really just took me out. She's like my left and my right arm. And so if she's sick, I'm sick. So I wrote about it. It's How to Be Right There. And I meant every single word. And I will wear my heart on my sleeve and I don't care what the world thinks about it. This is my story. This is my life. This is my journey. I'm going to live it. So you're going to hear about it if you're willing to listen.
You will listen. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning into the show, my special guest tonight is international recording artist Cleveland P. Jones. If you have any questions, just post them and we will do our best to answer those for you tonight. Cleveland is going to perform a selection for us tonight. So we're going to take a short break and we're going to be right back right here. Okay. Artist Talk. Hey guys, we are back and welcome to Artist Talk. I'm your host, Jazzie K.Ward. And again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. If you haven't started those watch parties, thank you so much. I want to also thank my virtual guests tonight that are with me for the first time. We got Vanessa, also in Atlanta. Vanessa's right there. We got Tim, also out of Detroit, Michigan. There, we also have Lawrence, Mr. Lawrence Dixon. He's right there. Thank you so much. And we also had Amy, who's also hanging out with us tonight. But again, thank you all so much. Again, Cleveland P. Jones, international recording artist. He's a vocal coach. He's an actor, and all that. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So, Cleveland, what are you going to perform for us?
I'm going to do a little mashup in a sense. It's a song I wrote titled Be Kind to My Heart. That's on my latest album, which is Let's Make Love. Yes, it's that. You got the good job. Hi, Nicole. And hey, James Day as well. Hey, how are you? So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna do "Be Kind to My Heart," of course, a acoustic version of it. I gotta give. I'm not gonna even get a disclaimer because this will be my first time really performing truly like this, live and playing. So that's scary for me because I don't consider myself that great at it. But I know that I can do it, and this will push me to continue to do it. So thank you for this opportunity. So yeah,
You're welcome.
well, as we say back in the church back in South Carolina, take it for love. Take it.
That's right.
Yeah. So you're ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Call me in the morning and make sure that I'm alright. Please call me in the morning and make sure I'm alright. I'm a sensitive soul girl. It's so easy to break my heart. Not because I'm weak, but because I love so hard. I love so hard. If I never told you just how deep my love it goes. Oh, here is my heart. Don't tear it apart. Promise me you will. Yeah. Be kind to my heart. Be kind to my heart. Yeah, you knew it from the start. Oh, be kind to my heart. Oh, I am fragile and weak with care. I just need to know that you'll be standing right there. Mm-hmm. So if I give it to you, please hold it, don't drop it, love it. Mm-hmm. Be kind to my heart. Mm-hmm. Be kind to my heart. Oh, you knew it from the start. Mm-hmm. Be kind to my heart. Oh, don't take nothing but a little TLC to win my heart. Oh, don't take nothing but a little TLC to win my heart. Oh, be kind to my heart. Be kind to my heart. Mm-hmm. You knew it from the start. Be kind to my heart. Mm-hmm. Be kind to my heart. Be kind. Thank you.
Cleveland, if I could throw this CD, if I could throw this, virtually.
Listen, I'm so honored to stop with me. Listen, this was history tonight. This was a historic moment.
This was absolute. At number 3,
Thank you, Lawrence.
Be kind.
Yes.
And you guys, it's a beautiful CD on the inside, the cover, all of that, and go purchase the CD. And can you also let everyone know, Cleveland, how to find you on social media and go get your latest project?
Sure. Well, if you want to do, it's of course it's on Spotify and iTunes and all the other things, Amazon, Google Play. But if you'd like to connect with me directly and to get an actual physical CD, you can simply just inbox me right on Cleveland P. Jones. So it's Facebook.com/Cleveland P. Jones. Same thing with Instagram/Cleveland P. Jones, Twitter/Cleveland P. Jones, YouTube /Cleveland P. Jones. So you can connect with me and I will definitely get back to you. Some things go into that little message request thing. I have to go look into it. So if I didn't get to you right away, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I just didn't see it. So, but that's how you can find me. Love you, JD. I do.
Yeah, our friend,
Thank you. Thank you.
James Day. He's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate it. James is amazing. Let me tell you something. James Day, definitely was one of the persons who literally took me under his wing and started having me demo things for him. I've demoed for some people like big people. But yeah, so they heard me sing, but they didn't know it was me, of course. So I won't get into all that. But the thing is that I'm grateful for the opportunity, and it puts me in a place, it's just nice. It feels great to feel like someone sees your talent beyond you sometimes, because sometimes I'm always in my way. And so it's nice to see that somebody can see beyond even what you see in yourself. So I have to give some mad shout out to you, Mr. James Day, Mr. Son. I appreciate you. I really do.
But yeah, I mean, Cleveland, you are simply amazing. Your music is amazing. And I mean, it feeds your soul.
That's what it's supposed to do. Let me tell you something. I got to say this, and I'm not trying to prolong things. One of the things that I have learned for myself is to totally make sure that I'm more focused on the feel of the music way more than I want to be the big star. So longevity, let me be here for a while and do what I do. You can warm up to me. It's okay. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody truly isn't mine. So it's like that's how I view it. So it's like I'd rather have longevity in the business versus this overnight success. I'd rather keep growing and gradually get there. And actually for me, honestly, I consider myself successful even by having interviews like this. So this is this puts me to a notch ahead, at least on my success, in my success book. This just means success to me. So I'm just grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm amazing. And I know it's been 7 years, right?
Yes. Since I released.
Since your release. So what was the impetus behind this new project?
I'll be honest with you. I have to be truly, truly honest, which I'm going to be with you anyway. The main thing about this album was I had collected so many songs throughout the years, and I knew that I didn't want them to just sit there and never do anything, because I specifically, after dealing with some kind of hardships within the business, I won't get into that, but some hardships, some disappointments, some jaded moments, I just knew that I wanted to really stick with what my heart was, which was jazz. And I said, let me just do this jazz album. But then I was like, well, before you do that, you don't want to sit everything that you've done, all the hard work that you have put in, even the money that you've invested in mixing and mastering and getting things done. You don't want to just sit there to the side. So why don't you just build up a collection of things? So this particular album is not a particular theme. It's just bits and pieces of things that I've written over the years. There's a choral song that I wrote in dedication to the Morehouse College Glee Club that I was a part of, and also to Spelman, because I was in the Glee Club. We did a lot of Spell House stuff. Is the first song is kind of like my nod in my way to Prince. It's called Homage, and I had the amazing Brandon Thomas to play guitar. I have the amazing now Oscar winner, who knew, Daniel Crawford, who's on 3 of those tracks. And he's acknowledged throughout them too. So, and of course, Wagner Graziano, one of my dear friends from Brazil. So I just opened myself into many things and many facets. My dear friend and dear brother, Mr. Mark Nelson, as well. Thank you for the amazing playing. So I just said, okay, because typically I'm very, very micromanagement when it comes to my own stuff. I'm not mean, but I do know what I want, and I'm very clear about it, and I work with who I want to work with. And I make sure that I don't feel forced to do anything. So this particular album was like a hodgepodge of things that I had written and I wanted to put out. And so I did. And I did it because I could.
Right.
Did it because I could, because no one could dictate to me that I shouldn't or that I couldn't do it. As an independent artist, I took full reign and did it my way.
Right.
That's all of you out there to do the same, please.
That's right. Sure. I appreciate you sharing that with us. With you being an indie artist, mm-hmm. and for someone watching this interview, mm-hmm. what has been your challenges in the music industry as far as being an indie recording artist, for those who, hey, I want to do what Cleveland does, any advice you can?
Well, definitely first thing I'm gonna say is do it your way. Don't do it the way Cleveland does it. Please don't. Cleveland has made a lot of falls and still making a couple of falls, but he's growing up from those things. I am totally taking the lick and keeping on ticking type approach to it. But what I would definitely encourage you to do is get out of your way. That's one of the main things you're going to have to do, because ultimately we're looking somehow, some way, we're looking for validation from people. We want people to love what we do. I had to get to the place where if I got on, like now I'm male vocalist. I'm one of the finalists for male vocalist of the year for soultrack.com Reader's Choice Awards. Didn't see it coming. I'm excited about it. But to me, I already won because I was already nominated amongst all these amazing people. I don't think that I'm less than them. I don't think they're better than me. I just know that I do what Cleveland does, and I wish everybody well, and I mean that sincerely. So my whole thing is this: if you do anything, do as much as you can honestly, but without so much expectation from things. But another big lesson I learned this year is investing in yourself. Put that money out there to get that radio promo, to get those things out, because a lot of times, you can make the best album, but no one will ever know about it because, you haven't put in some things. So sometimes you just really got to invest in yourself. Like me, music videos, things I've been always wanting to do. And I'll tell you something, my birthday was a couple of weeks ago, and I brought myself a camera. So one day I want to do music videos. Like I'm saying, do everything. I'm a baker as well. I love to bake. It's my therapy. So it's like anything that you always want to do it. Time is not waiting on you. It's constantly going. So just to anybody out there, like indie, I don't care if you're baking, I don't care if you're doing, you're a visual artist or whatever you are, please follow your passion. And you're going to have to, whether it's family, I'm sorry to say this, peers, whatever, sometimes you're going to have to dismiss them and just keep moving. And please, by all means, one of the biggest things I've learned is move in silence. We've heard it a million times, but move in silence. Make sure that work is done before you're out there talking about it. Just do it. Talk about it later. I got music coming, great, but more than likely it should be done, and then you can talk about it. Just think about that, because things can get chinky.
So, if you weren't doing music, what else would you be doing?
What else would I be doing? You know what? I was teaching at one point. I was teaching children, so like I'll probably go something. Probably going that route, but I'll probably focus more right now on baking and maybe getting back into acting. I do have a degree in it, but I really don't use it. But I will say it does help me out on on the stage. So it helps me get over stage fright. So I use that as like, going to this particular character. I do not have an alter ego, but I do know that I have to, get into a certain space and tell Cleveland, hey, Cleveland, get out of the way. Yes, I do talk to myself because it's important. So sometimes you got to calm Cleveland down. Yeah, calm down. It's going to be okay. Yeah.
So is there anybody else you would like to collaborate with in the future that you haven't worked with? Anybody?
Absolutely. First person I would say would be Lettucey. I'm a huge Lettucey fan. I love you, Lettucey, if you're listening to this. Thank you for connecting. She actually connected with me, which made me feel like I was somebody important. But I appreciate that. It's nice to know when people that you really, really admire notice you. And it's not that, and I'm not the bugaboo type, so I'm not looking for you to, or anybody to say, oh yeah, hey, you can give me a chance. I'm building my own. And if we happen to collaborate, it would be wonderful. But it would be her, Lettucey. Oh my gosh, I want to say past tense people who passed on, like Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Prince, those people as well. But Donny Hathaway has my soul. Like there's something in him that still remains, that still exudes throughout the world. It's hauntingly beautiful. I'm a huge, of course, Aretha Franklin. I fell in love with Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles later on in like college days. But just, I guess, for the current people, there's some people I would really like to work with. Oh, I can tell you right now, other than Lettucey, Ola Onabale.
Oh, right.
I think that guy is stupendously gifted, and like his afro, everything he does, I'm like, I'm just watching this dude. I'm learning. So shout out to you, Ola. I just want to work with him, and I speak into existence. It will happen. Gregory Porter is definitely another one of them.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I want to definitely travel the world and do this thing. I want to be a part of these festivals. So I'm willing to do the work, and here I am. So there's so many people. There's also Miles Senko. There's so many people that I really, really deeply admire that are local right here in Atlanta, Georgia, and abroad that I would love to work with. So I can't just name a million names, because if I could, I would really work with pretty much anybody who's willing to work with me. As long as we stay nice and kind and do it the right way, we're good.
We're good. Well, you know, and
Business, do good business first. Guys.
and do the business. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been such an amazing conversation.
Thank you. You're amazing.
And Cleveland is going to hang out with me.
Yes.
For all of you IG followers, come over to the after party.
Yes.
The after party, you know, over there. So follow us. Right after this, we're going to have a little bit more conversation with Cleveland, you know, in the after party. And before I let you go, Cleveland, what's the best advice that you've been given that you can share?
Okay, best advice I've been given. I mean, I'm sure there are many things we've been told, but truly believing in myself and not waiting for someone else to validate me. But the best thing is Cleveland to believe in myself. Like, don't wait for anybody. I'm talking about mother, daddy, whoever it could be. Believe in yourself, and if there's something that you really, really want, you just really just make it work. Just do it. Stop making money the issue. Find a way around it. Just do it. And I'll say, just in a hashtag, do it anyway. That's it. Just do it anyway. Do it scared. Go. Just go. You act like you got 5 million years left. You don't.
That's right.
Do it. Do it. Literally. I don't care what husband, wife, whoever. Say it. Do it.
Just
do it anyway. That's all. Do it anyway is the word.
Right.
Is the hashtag. Yeah, that's it. Do it anyway.
So some great advice, Cleveland P. Jones. Again, thank you so much for being my guest here on.
I'm excited. I'm so honored. Thank you for the guests that came about. I never had a virtual audience of people that I saw like sitting there. I was like, oh my gosh, see these people. So thank you.
I want to thank my virtual audience, my first time with my virtual audience, and we can bring them back so, you know, they can say hello or hi to Cleveland. We got Tim McKay in Detroit, Michigan. We got Lawrence Jackson right here in Montgomery, Alabama, Jackson Professional Services. We have Vanessa also in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you all so much for being my first virtual guest tonight right here on Artist Talk. And don't forget, y'all hang out with me in the after party with international recording artists, just extraordinary, Cleveland people.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget.
Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it.
Don't forget to pick up his latest project, Let's Make Love.
Yes.
You go get that right now. Grammy nominated. This gonna get a Grammy, y'all.
I'll receive it.
It's gonna get a Grammy. I already knew it.
It is. It's a part of the it's on the ballot, but you know, and I'm not knocking myself at all. Again, just to be nominated is a win for me. So I'm already honored. So I'm grateful. And thank you so much for this opportunity. And Mr. Dwight behind the scenes.
Yeah,
So,
you have to thank my moderator, Dwight. He was my left and right arm.
I get it. Wonderful.
And again, thank you so much, Cleveland. And come back.
Over at Instagram, right?
Right.
Right.
We're gonna meet over there momentarily. And please come back to Artist Talk anytime. Any projects coming up, any Christmas. You want to share anything that's coming up? I know with the pandemic.
Well, there is a holiday song in the making, and I don't want to. Remember, I said don't talk about it unless it's done. You know, but I can talk about it because it is done. Yeah, something's coming up, something's brewing, and I'm really excited about it. So stay tuned for it. I'm definitely working hard. So I appreciate everybody. Yeah.
Okay. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll see you over at the after party.
Yes, see you there.
Okay.
Right. See you later.
Wow, everyone. Another great show right here on Artist Talk. I'm Jazzie K.Ward. And again, everyone, don't forget to vote. Tomorrow is an important day. You have to vote like your life depends on it. You know, even think about, and I always say this, think about Selma, Alabama, March 7, 1965, here in Alabama. Over 600 people just marching for voting rights, equality, for justice. And these people were beaten just to exercise their right to vote. So you have to vote like your life depends on it. Because if you don't vote, you don't have a voice. Again, I'm Jazzie K.Ward. Thank you to everyone for your support here and joining me for another edition of Artist Talk. Thank you to everyone who shared the video, to my special virtual guests. Thank Tim, Vanessa, Lawrence, and Amy. Also, Chef D, thank you all so much. And we'll see you next time Don't forget to join me on Featured Friday. I have some very important guests as well. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to take care of yourself and be kind to others. Good night.
P. Jones, and welcome to my new album.
Last night, we had a horrible fight. I think this might be the last time. So can I count on you in this darkness? Can I count on you in this crazy world? I never told you. I never told you just how deep my love. Here is my buried apart. Promise me you hold on to me. 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 Listen here, black brother. Listen here, black sister. Listen here, white brother. Listen here. I love you, yes I do. I love you. Listen here, white brother. Listen here, black sister. Listen here. Call me. I can't help the way I love you. I love you. Let go of all the hate. No need to be bitter. No time to waste. So I'll give my all. We're only human. Oh, love me like you've never loved another. We ain't got long to stay here. Love me like you've loved no other. So sorry. I'll make mistakes. Promise I'll never. Baby, I'll confess that I didn't care. I love you. Hey, true love and loyalty, something that's so hard to earn. Hey, so many bridges you've left in the distance to burn. Feel the power of music. Oh.
Thank you so much for taking a listen. Coming to you soon, spring 2020. Big love.
A live one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up and comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K.Ward coming at the show.